Hey guys, welcome back. In the last video we started on this little parking lot section, and today we're going to detail it and make everything look pretty nice. Now we can do a bunch of things. We can use this little pattern that is in the road. So of course we're going to have some grass on there growing as well, because it will be the same thing here and there. It's really the same. Then we can add a bunch of lights, some poles, and maybe even some electrical wiring. I don't know if it would be needed. I don't think so. No. Let's just keep it at poles, some details, and maybe even some broken down bits. That would be pretty cool. Now let's see if I can replicate, and I'm going to just teach you guys how to do this. I'm going to replicate this design because I don't know what the command was for this, but there is sign stained clay and coarse dirt into this. Now the coarse dirt instead of dirt is obviously so that it doesn't grow over and it stays into dirt. And there's a bunch of ferns on this and some grass, so we can easily replicate that. This is going to be a bit harder, but we don't need to do something like this. It can be some small cracks in the floor. So let's see. The number for this is 2527. So we're going to do /replace and then 2527. And we're going to replace it by also 252 and 7. And the way that I like to do it, which is, it's a little bit weird, but you can use world editing percentages in these commands. So you can do, for example, that you want this to be 50% of this, but they never work for me. It's always weird. So if I want more of something, I just add it twice or 3 times, for example. So I'm going to add a comma and write the same thing again and again. Now this might be against lots of your guys' like way of doing world edit, but for me it works. So there's going to be 3 times as much of this block as the other one, and I think I might actually make it into 4 times. 2527. Then comma, I'm going to do, actually copy this over because I forgot the number for coarse dirt. 3 1. So we're going to just do this and then comma 3 1. So a very little amount of that, and then that should be fine. And then we can add a bunch of grass on top of it. Now I know the command for sign stained clay top of my head, so 159 and 9. So if I'm going to copy this command now, and we're going to select the whole area we just did, which is here, and let's just go until there, because we're only replacing that. Then I'm going to do the command, and kaboom. There you go. Now this is a little bit too much coarse dirt of my liking. That's the only problem, because I want to replicate, of course, what is there, and it's going to be hard like this. But I'm going to try a couple things. So I'm going to increase some more of this, 252, 7, comma, and once again, 252, 7 and comma. So we have a lot more of that now, and I'm gonna also put a little bit more of sign stained clay like this. So I do it now, that's a bit better. It could be more because it's on top of grass here, and there's probably lots of stuff more growing through the concrete and the road and everything. So this is actually alright. Now can I place grass on coarse dirt? Yes I can. Okay, cool. Let's do this on random bits. I'm just gonna fly around if this works and replace it on a couple little tiles like that, and I'm gonna also take away a couple coarse dirt tiles. But for now we have this, and I want to bring a couple patches up as well. So for example, you would have a lot here, and then I'm going to place like 4 of them in a pattern like that. Instead of all the randomness, sometimes doing this can be very good as well. Let's place a couple more, and then I'm going to take away a couple blocks, because yes, it is quite a bit too much of coarse dirt, but that's okay. So take away a couple blocks manually. It doesn't matter if you do things manually. In my opinion, I like it more sometimes. Taking away. There we go. Maybe 1 or 2 here. And there. Okay. Now I'm going to make a couple cracks in there as well. So I'm going to use the cobblestone slabs and just make a couple little holes. Not holes, but like depths of things that go down like this. There you go. So I have a little bump in the road. Now let's make a couple of these. We could even make something here where it was going like, it's just crumbling down a bit. This goes down like that, and then like this you would have it. There you go. So a little bit breakage downwards, and we could just place that there so that it fell down. It looks like it fell down. There you go. Let's make that a little bit bigger actually. Let's make that a cool area that actually looks good. Like that. That's big enough. It could be maybe a car that goes down there. Now I'm going to take some more slabs, do the same thing here, create a nice area. Actually, let's make it a little bit bigger now and make it a bit deeper too. We could even make it like this and go in the center, go 1 deeper, so that is actually pretty deep. And I want to make it bigger though, because otherwise it looks too deep for this size, and that's alright. Yeah, I like that one. It's a pretty deep hole though. Okay, that's enough of this for now. Let's take a lantern over here, and actually that's the correct one. Copy it from the top till there. I'm gonna stand behind it like this and copy this thing. So copy. Now it's in this direction, so if we want to place it into that direction, we have to rotate it by 90 degrees, which is easy. Rotate 90. And I want to place, of course, I want to place a couple on the edge here. And I think I'm going to place like one there, one in the middle, and one there. So we have 3 on each side, and then possibly 1 or 2 here in the middle too. Actually, I'm going to keep it at 2 and place one right here. The only problem is we can't directly place it on top. It's going to look pretty weird. I think we might have to do something like this here, where we place it like that, and then paste A. I can actually walk one back, paste A. Yeah, that's okay. I like that. Then the next one is going to be right here, and place that there, move one back, and paste it. That's cool enough for me. I'm doing the same thing here, but make the thing work on both sides. There's going to be a lamp on both sides of the pole, which is easy to make manually. So for now, let's just place it down, like we normally would, and replace that block. Like that, and I'm going to stand here and paste it once again. One here, and one there. Okay. Actually, we can paste it in while we'll edit it. I'll show you in a second how to. Then the next ones are going to be here and there. And I'm going to rotate this thing by 180. So we're going to do a full turn, a half turn actually. And I'm going to stand on the same block and do my paste. And that should be there. Yep. And then do the same paste there. And then what I can do is I can just overwrite what we already have. So if I stand here, it's going to place it exactly like this, which is perfectly what I wanted. Another one there. Cool. Awesome. This is perfect. Now I want to do something with at least one of the poles and make them fall over, because yeah, that would happen in a world where things haven't been touched in many years. So let's see if we can make this nicely fall over onto the floor. It would be sort of like this. I guess it's the only way I could make a pole that goes like that. It's gonna look pretty awkward. And this light would be broken, but how can we make like a broken light? I think we could actually just place this like that on the floor. It just looks so awkward. I don't know how to properly do this. It's so awkward to do this. I guess like that. It's broken down, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter too much. Because using the same block is gonna be that looks pretty. That looks even worse. It literally looks just like a footprint into the floor here. I don't know how any other way I could do it though. It's not too bad, is it? I guess I could just take this out of the ground. That looks a little bit better. It just looks like it fell down. And then put this on there. Yeah, this is all right. I'm gonna make it one longer though. Then do this and take that away. And where's my carpet? On top. There we go. Yeah, this is fine. It's broken. Just leave it be. It's broken. Let's take this one away. The real one. There we go. And possibly make some stuff here so that looks more broken. Like that. Okay. Cool. So it like ripped out some of the ground and it now looks like shit. Which is fine. Okay, cool. I like this. Now I'm actually thinking I want to change something about the design that I did here. I think we should do it like this and then actually place a fence or iron bars like that over it, like this. And that's pretty cool. So I want to continue this here. So the iron fences, I want to continue that along this and then connect with that. I think that should be fine. Now, of course, some of it will be broken and laying down like that. So let's just sort of simulate that here. And then this can be perfectly all the way around. Okay. Yes, Viv, I am alive. And wow. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to quickly do this design all the way around. And actually, I know of a block that looks better. I'm going to set 43. I think 43.9 it was. 43.7. I need to do a replace, actually. Keep forgetting about that. That's not it. That's not it. 43.9. 43.8, maybe? There we go. That's my lucky winner. There we go. And I'm going to just replace this everywhere. Like this. Now I can actually replace this through that and put the poles on top of it like this. That looks quite a bit better. So I'm going to do the exact same thing there. Funny Rick says, a part of me really hopes he has his chat turned on right now. I sure do. Now let me quickly place this manually on top, like this, and yeah, this is looking better. So we have a little fence going around. I quite like that. It's a little bit more detail, and it looks better. Now here, you always have a choice when you have a corner like this happening, if you could do it on the inside or outside. Now personally, when you have a small space like this, I always like to do it on the outside just to create a little bit more space on the inside, and you could even like jump on here and stand here. That's better in my opinion. Now if this was huge, you could do it like this too. It's really up to your personal preference. I like doing it on the outside of things. So one here and there, and I could even make this one overhanging like that, and have a couple bits falling down, and then let's continue, and same thing here. Come on, there we go. Could even have one like that. So oh, that's a cool idea. Maybe a car ran in here and sped through this and broke it. Oh, I actually like that idea. So the fence would be bent like this, like that. It would have been bent. Oh yeah, it's cool. So we could just place some, yeah, let's place some more fencing on the floor here. So you could have just a piece laying there. Okay, cool, let's continue. So once again, I'm going to place this on the outside here, like that. There we go. Now I'm also going to bring this fence all the way around like this, so we have the parking lot fenced off a little bit from the step walk. Otherwise it would be just like a single step, which looks pretty bad. And now we have something to fence it off, like this. There we go. Now, do I do this also on the inside? Probably not. Continue like this. Okay, cool. Now, obviously, this would be broken once again, so I'm going to make a broken thing there and place some fences there. Just looks broken. And I'm also going to take away this corner piece like this and just place a couple fences there. And doing sort of the same thing here. Just taking that away. Also placing it down here. There you go. Now that's looking a lot better already. Now one little detail that I just thought of is why would the road be destroyed but none of the lines be destroyed? That is also the case on here. So we have all these perfectly straight lines. However, the road is messed up, but the lines aren't. Now, I think what we should do is sometimes just take away a couple bits of the lines because they would disappear slowly. So obviously that is something we can do, and I really want to do on this parking lot. Yeah, that is better. That is much better. So we don't have those perfectly straight lines that make no sense. There would be a couple that are like off and won't look good. Like this. Much better. There we go. I'm going to actually change a couple bits here so that looks better. Like that, so it's a little bit broken down. There we go, because maybe a car would have went down, and maybe even a broken piece there, and also another one there. So that's a little bit more broken down. Now this middle piece is too perfect for me as well. Let's see. We could do something there, and this last guy like that. Awesome, and just one piece there. It really doesn't matter. Now I'm going to add some last pieces to this, some ferns, and maybe one there. Just a couple pieces, because the little details matter in my opinion. There, there, and there. So a couple little ferns, which is nice. Now I have the command to change this thing back, so that is going to be the last thing I do. Oh, I just realized that was a range of 200. That might not have been the best idea, and I have to undo this. Yeah, I messed up. I changed everything into a lot more than I wanted to. Let's undo this, and I'm going to actually do this manually. Yeah, it's always hard when you have to replace a certain amount because the grass is also in the original over here. So I'm going to do a very small radius, about 10. Copy this and just stand and do this. That's going to be a lot better. Now this is already done more than once, I think. It's overlapping way too much, but that's alright. Now I can do sort of the same amount as the rest. Like this, and yeah, it could be a little bit more grass there, a little bit more patchy, that's okay. Now there's way too much dirt in my opinion. Like I want a lot more grass in this. But that's a minor details, it really doesn't matter. And I can change that off camera. I'm not really going to do that right now. But there you go, that's sort of this parking lot finished. I do want to put a lot of cars in this, like at least 5 of just broken down cars that are standing here, but I'm not going to do that now. I might do that off camera in between videos, but for now, this is it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these more chill videos. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to also like the video if you did enjoy today's video. Let me know down below in the comments what you enjoyed or what you think I should improve on the builds or anything, or if you have any ideas, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.